All right, folks, due to some interactions with OBS and Inscryption, I didn't capture the title screen, but whatever. However, I've got the thing working, and it is something I have never played this before whatsoever. We can read the credits already, though. Well, actually, that's quite normal. Let's take a look and see if there's... Oh, okay, so they're doing it like the whole card interface for the whole thing. Okay. Good, I may have misread this. I think this dialogue text speed will probably be fine. The screen shake, I don't care. I play Balatro with all of it on. It's like, whatever. Yes, we speak English. I guess you could call it that. What can we do with... Okay, is this just on or off? Alright, well, we'll toggle it off if I think it looks like crap. But I think it'll probably be fine. Brightness can stay where it is. Pause when window not focused. I mean, yeah, I probably should leave that on. It'll be fine. I kind of like the aesthetic at this point. So far, anyway. Because it does have a vibe that's a little bit reminiscent of, like, very, very old adventure games a little bit. Like, it kind of reminds me of... If any of you played the NES versions of Uninvited, Shadowgate, and Deja Vu, and I think a large part of that is due to the color scheme. And also, it just sort of reminds me a little bit, too, like the art style a little bit of the old Mac versions of those, because, yes, those were games on the Mac in the early 80s. Joking about, like, oh, haha, games on Apple is not really very, Am I not allowed to click on new game? Do I have to click on continue, even though I don't have a... Huh? Well, that's weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the haha games on the Mac joke isn't as funny anymore because, like, I'm pretty sure that actually has real games now. But yes, Windows does not trust their users to make their own decisions. That absolutely is true, isn't it? Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know in the first place, so... Here's our tutorial. Are you sure that's a squirrel? That looks like a cat. No, that's definitely a squirrel. Never mind. Okay, so... Gotcha, so that's our tribute summoning, I guess. Except that we're allowed to, like, play a lot of things. Instead. Oh, this is odd, because we've got all the, like, 3D stuff here. Like, these are actual models. So... That for sure. And, of course, the table and everything. I mean, I could have commented on this sooner. But that's an odd way of it hanging out here. Alright, so damage is permanent. Draw a squirrel. I'm gonna take from the deck and see what we get here. Because, you know, surely we're gonna have... I'd like to... Okay, scroll down to read the cards. I gotcha. So we're looking at a 1/6 here, but it's a 2 tribute. I'm gonna be saying like words like that all the time of the references to other game mechanics and stuff. All right, so squirrels. I think we want the big boy in terms of damage. Okay, yeah, so the card isn't destroyed from our deck. Is, I guess, the implication here, right? And also, I'm assuming that the amount of damage that we have to deal varies by round. So we'll get to that at some point when we start not being in the tutorial. Okay, click on the map instead of... Huh. Well, I mean, it would be mean to just murder a cat. Damn, poison bite is always lethal. Ooh. That's kind of disgusting, but I have a feeling that our cat is going to be a... Okay, I can just click elsewhere. I don't know, I saw something that was like, hey, yeah, here's an indicator. So... I'm gonna keep doing it probably just as like a thing that is now already become a reflex. Well, don't we already have a bunch of, well, the squirrels might be limited. I would figure that would be a bad idea, yeah. What can we see up there? We got a wolf puppy. Can we see this is one more form after one turn on the board. Okay. So we put that here. Now I feel like I can quite reasonably assume that this thing can't be just Alright, so user place a weight on the scales. It's temporary. So alright. Yeah, obviously you can't. I had to make sure. Where do I rewind? Because if it came up as like, why aren't you I would have felt real silly. So. Right. Okay, so what are we looking at? This bat, it flies. Striking an opponent directly, even if there's a thing opposing. Okay, so not a ton of requirement to put something there to block with, but much use to do that with the cat right now. Nah, I'll just leave that there and we'll do things this way. Yes, but my cards aren't that great right now, so. Alright. Take from the deck. So we'll leave the stump there for now. And I am not sure that this is a good play at all, but I'm in such a position where I also don't completely know okay, so let me double check. All right, yeah. So we'll eat the one squirrel in a bottle, which is probably very, very premature. Sacrifice those and go for it. Okay. Leave the squirrel. Sacrifice for the cat. So we can maybe fuel up something a little bit bigger later on. Well, all else I probably have in the deck right now is just a wolf, right? So I'm gonna have to wait a turn. But yes, that's a good point, because it only doesn't die from sacrifice, but also we kind of we didn't have to do that much. Does it always require 5? I think it's 5 damage is what we dealt. So what's our other options? Yeah, Sparrow. Yeah, I mean, it's a 1/2 flyer, so now it's a pity I don't know what kind of map I'm up against next, because the Wolf Cub is quite strong. At least in my opinion here. Nice one that will be lost forever. Oh. Yeah, I don't think that is going to apply here, unfortunately, with the cat. As much as that would be nice. But also, we did just pick up this wolf cub, and that looks like more of an actual playmaker, depending on... Oh, this feels a little too early for this. Making me actually choose things. Come on. What an absolute pain in my butt. Alright, well, cat. Oh. Alright, so... Now hold on a second. These are the, well, they're the ones that are in my deck, otherwise. Alright, so, buddy, let's see what happens here. Right, yeah, I figured that it was over. Wait, so was the ability passed on? Can I read my cards? Okay, yeah, it's scroll up for it. All right, so yeah, so it just gains that ability permanent. Gotcha. Okay. So that's useful in the future. Ah, yes, you're air wolves now. I see. All right. So let's take a look at your board here. Bringing out a bat and a coyote. Well... Oh. I can't... Alright, so I got the squirrel already. See, he's not going to attack... my guys. So we'll consign the squirrel to having a not so good time, and let's go for this. Take a bunch of damage. We'll make this work. Probably. So what are we looking at? Okay, yeah, it's just a wolf cub. Squirrel. Yeah, pick up another squirrel. That's fine. And yeah, clear out as many of his guys as possible. As soon as possible. Pick the first turn draw. Not even first turn. First draw of the turn, I think I was trying to say, but... No, my brain is just sort of off, I guess, a little bit for speaking, but... I am never good at speaking to begin with, so... Move forward. And here we get a choice. What are our availabilities? Raven, 2/3, 2 tribute, cat, and a sparrow. Take the sparrow. And move over here to our sacrifice altar. Alright, so it's only letting me choose a sparrow. That's alright. Yeah, I think just buffing that thing up a little bit is fine. Hooray, you gained flying. Although, as we've acknowledged, that's flying offense only, but eh. Alright, so we got some trees. Okay, so the trees reach, basically. Ooh, he's got a whole bear coming in here, so that's a shame. That is probably not the most correct choice here, but also this does kind of make me a little bit nervous. I can burn the other squirrel, I guess, and the pliers, okay, so I guess the pliers are just like deal 1 damage, basically, right? Assuming I'm understanding that correctly. It might not be. We'll just pass for now. Hold the squirrel for a second. Because we need another one of those. use our bottle. Sack the 2 squirrels. I'm not sure that this is the right play at all, but honestly, I mean, I just started this, so... And we are being faced with something pretty dang hefty right now, so... Yep. Take our squirrel. Unfortunately, with our Stoat literally being only a 1-3, this is not a thing that we can play our way out of, I don't think. But I kind of assume that that's sort of the intent, is that you're supposed to be, like, stuck here again. If this guy is throwing this many bears at high speed, you might have to take the scoop on this one. Okay, so there is some candlestick from the top of the barrel. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm trying to actually see in here, so it's a knife. Door's having a bad time over there. Oh no, I see. Right, I think I was expecting something that flared in 2 directions, so... Okay, could I have put it at the side? Could I put it down when I was at this? Okay, so sit back down. Okay, W. That's... Reboot? Oh, no, I guess that's just sort of... We just kind of Mr. Bones a little bit. Moves after attacking. Yeah, I mean, that bear is, like, ridiculously expensive, but... Am I allowed to view my deck real quick? Okay, yeah, so up... See that, and yeah. Building up to that bear is kind of a pain. And I'm thinking the turtle might be more useful, but I'm not sure. The direction inscribed to the sigil. Okay. Yeah, and pay attention to the mushrooms showing up on the table. Gotcha. I'm saying plural in advance because I guess multiple runs, etc. As we know what kind of game this is. Let's take this. Alright, so we got a fan, and we still have the pliers from earlier. I mean, so the bottled rock is something that would be very powerful on defense. I'm thinking I want to take the shears just to be able to have an instant spot destruction if necessary. Because, yeah, we've seen that that is a thing that can happen for sure. That's spell, come on. Nice mask, dude. Alright, so what are we dealing with here? Let's take a look up here. We got a pack mule. A coyote. Okay, yeah, 2-1. So we can get away with this, I think. Yeah. Do the 1 damage. What's going on with that pack mule? It's sitting on something. Wait, it reversed course. Game. Come on. And let's put that over here. And move forward. Right, I'm flying. That's turned into an imposition for me. Okay. Admittedly, that's about the sort of level that I would expect something like that to go. Yeah, I'm going to just hold that squirrel for now, and yeah, because we're evenly matched. Okay, so it's just sitting there turtling right now, basically, huh? Alright, so he's got a coyote sitting there. We already know. Alright. Squirrel. We're going that way, so that's fine. This is probably a huge waste. Oh, I can't even target that. Okay. So, never mind then. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess because it's not out yet, right? That makes sense. Ooh, alright. So, that was like actually... yes, you did in fact neglect to mention that, but I guess it hasn't come up yet. Ah, yes, trample, but only for creatures. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. So what do we got in hand? We got squirrel, sparrow, wolf, and a porcupine. So what's our... Okay, yeah, so it counterattacks, basically. Yeah. That boulder's a little bit, stops me from doing any of the more, like, any of the bigger, more audacious things I'd like to do right now, but that's probably fine. Draw from the deck, even though I don't necessarily believe that matters so much right now. Ah, alright, you're gonna be multi-phase, of course you are. Find out. Ooh. Well, now that is just rude. As he just wiped our board. Alright. Thanks, guy. Yeah, I can't play anything right now because, yeah. Grab the squirrel. At this point, my main, like, anything I can do is just wait for those to get removed. I mean, they wouldn't let me shear my own gold bricks, right? Yeah, no, it's only opponents. I had to be sure, though! Right, so now we sit here for a second. That helped us a little bit, actually. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Alright, pay our tributes, and... What's your deal? Opposing creatures play stops. Huh, alright. Duly noted for the future. So we just sit here, fueling up for something a little bigger, because Wolf Puppy has to level up at least one more time there. I can take the one tick from Death Adder every turn, and... Oh, we already got there. Okay. I wasn't sure. Hooray, we got an achievement. The achievement is named Miner's Bane. As far as I can tell, all of the achievements that I've seen for this all share, and I presume are intentional references to Magic the Gathering cards. The stream was titled LOL Duskmorn because that's me making fun of the new horror set that I don't care for too much, and referencing the fact that, oh hey, yeah, it's, you know, also like, what would you expect it to be, right? Okay, so what have you got for me here, champ? We got a Yeti-like creature. Yeah, no, quite a few of them, and I pinged it because one of them is named Dubious Challenge. Dubious Challenge is a rather infamously, like, really bad card for failing at what it is intended to do. And that was the thing that told me, like, oh hey, yeah, all of these are Magic references. This thing is a 0 cost, so I mean, there's something neat about that. I don't know how strong that is for sure, though. Alright, so is this thing just a... Is there anything else to it, or is it just a cat? I guess it does have, like, what looks like a subtype, basically. Because I can see those little, like, shadows on some of these. And we did fight the guy with the wolf totem. That specifically buffed his wolf creatures. Although I didn't get a good look at... Yeah, all our wolf cards have that going on, so... is that the same? Yeah, it's the same type icon as the elk. So if we had something that was boosting those specifically, that could be quite nice. I do want at least one, like, big kind of nuke or something, just in case. So I will grab that. And I'd say regret it, but I mean, hey, this is multiple runs type of game, so... You know, it's a roguelike, so it'll be fine. Ah, yes, we're in the graveyard forest here, huh? Swamp. Wetlands, close enough to swamp. So we got a raven egg. It's a 0-2 that evolves into a raven. Be useful. Oh, from the turtle. And our poisonous snake here. Okay, so that icon is reptiles. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, here's water-based, but no, that makes sense with what we saw from the Gek. I'll take that. Alright, now we haven't used any items, so... Yeah, we haven't had a good need for... What do you got for me, pack rat? Part bearing the sigil is played. You will receive a random item as long as your pack is not full. Alright, I think that could be quite useful, actually. Well, I mean... Why not, right? No, I just wanted to see what the difference between these two are. Oh, gee, I can imagine. Anything that lets you get items that easily seems like a quite handy thing to be able to put into your life like that. Alright, we got a bullfrog there. Just frogging. As you do. Alright. This will be fine, probably. Alright, we got a poisonous snake over there. Oh, we got two. It's just two adders. Well, that'll be fine, actually. I am somehow not worried about this at all. I'm feeling like going for a little bit more aggro here, and yeah, I mean that snake's a 3-1, but since we should trample over the adder, yeah. I mean, we're about to lose it, but still, it'll do. Actually, it's fine. We beat that one with shocking ease. I'm sorry, I should have done the full, Cedric voice, sorry. A poisonous snake! I'm sorry, I didn't do it right. Alright, so what do you got, buddy? What's your deal? And... Friendly neighborhood mask man. Ah, okay, so it's from our overflow here. Squints and... Okay, we've got 8, yeah? Right, yeah, I should have. Take the wolf pelt. Okay, so I guess we're allowed only one at a time, which is fair. Right? Oh no, I think it's... Yeah, I'm... I see. check cards. I'm not so sure that that sacrifice location is worth too much to us. So... get some more pack rats. Alright, what's our other guy's board looking like? Yeah. Merges itself during a turn while submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Huh, so that's interesting. Hold up. So we want that to live for long enough. I mean, you know, again, we're taking some damage here, but oh well. Yeah, those two dunk and pick this up. I'm actually just gonna bump that thing off real quick. Just to help out with the equalization and also to make the pack rat have a little bit more value. It's getting a little tight here, but we'll be okay. I swear. And at this point, all of you know that I do that quite frequently. Ooh. What you got for me? A black goat bottle. Black goat is created... defined as 0 power, 1 health, worthy sacrifice. I beg your pardon? So, I'm just assuming that our worthy sacrifice effect over there is that it's worth more to chuck it in the, yeah. Counts as 3. Oh, wow, that's quite a lot. So you can say let's look for something big, and we sure got it. And just keep going 4 for 4. It looks like there isn't an upper limit yet, as far as I know. So let's take this. Oh, right, I have to actually sack for that. Well, that's fine. I can sit here deadlocked for however long I need to, really. Oh yeah, those guys don't fly. It's fine. Black goat. And put our big guy in there. And that, well, needless to say, the nuclear option indeed. All right, what have you got for me here, game? Got a mantis. Strike to both the left and right. So strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across. All right, well, that's interesting. And we got us a turtle and a snick. We are a little bit low on things that are cheap, so grabbing the mantis seems like that will help out with that a little bit. We got Item... So what does the campfire do? Because we haven't gone to that yet. Yeah, not directly in front of it, I figured. That I figured would be the case. Hopefully that doesn't screw me up and I don't, like, forget it. Oh, alright. I'll just go and find out. I can get more items. We got rats. Well, let's go with this and see how this goes. So that seems to be some sort of trade-off for the buff, but I didn't get a fuller look at what it was, so... Ah, boo urns. Kingfishers, so they're going to be protected, but that means that they fly, so doing that is going to be fine anyway. Oh, geez. Oh, that's actually multiple strikes against the opponent. That's quite good. I like where this is going now. So, hold this because I want to pack rat next turn if I can. Throw some more rats out there, and we get ourselves a flying fan. That's, excuse me, potentially helpful. I mean, truth be told, I think we just win this turn from 6 damage. Yeah. Alright, go up to this gravestone. Well, it looks like a gravestone anyway. Yeah. Alright, so... Bees Within, that's excellent of a name, I'm sorry. Once it's struck, a bee is created in your hand. Power 1 health. Airborne. Sparrow and elk. Elk fawn. Bullfrog. Alright, yeah, so it's got reach, basically. But I'm feeling like the elk fawn, so I'll take that. Wolf. So now we've got some fellas who have some stuff attached to them, so that's cool. The Raven Egg doesn't really need flying. The elk with the pack rat effect is kind of good. Raven, again, this is a flyer with death touch. Oh shit, sorry. So not hugely sounding too valuable. All right, skunk. Creature opposing a card bearing the sigil loses 1 power. and it runs sideways. That's potentially kind of handy if you play it right. Yeah, I'm thinking that that's the case, because the otter has death touch and becomes protected during the off turns. The black goat with death touch is useless. Meanwhile, the moose has the split. The end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. So yeah, I mean, that's a nice just clear the board kind of thing. The bear does not need to be hooked up with worthy sacrifice. Fuck no. But I think so far I'm still kind of liking the more weenie strats, because the bottom of our curve feels like absolute dog. We have so many 2 costs, and we got a big audacious nuke. This thing is good. The moose buck is pretty solid, but I really am feeling like it's gonna be that river otter. Our toolbox is very full, but why not more rats, right? Unless we're over encumbered with rats. I mean, that could be a problem. Too many rats. Before we move on to this next looking like a boss, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we're in for here. Alright, so what are you sending our way? Kingfisher to start with? Okay. Now, the smoke... this is... I was gonna say, that's sackable, right? In before... no. Do that... So yeah, Kingfisher, that thing flies, so we're safe to leave a squirrel there. It's a pretty strong offense to open with. Pick this. Alright, so what is the... what's the deal with the hook? I'm guessing that the hook indicates that that thing is not going to live very soon. But also, I have a feeling that as we're about to enter this... Oh, he's going to steal it. Well, it's a good thing all he targeted was a squirrel. We're entering the second phase, like, pretty much immediately anyway, so I'm feeling like just going in for it. What? So he just throws out a bunch of bears because You know what? I do have an answer to this. And the answer is that, of course, we're choosing the rat because, you know, why not? And the answer is that's not going to really do anything, but... Alright, dude. I forgot that they were... reaching, but... You know... The answer is I could have maybe lucked into something. I bet they're immune to the shears too or something, even if I had gotten that lucky. I'm taking from the elk because I like that fork effect. No, it's not coming back. Power and health, so we'll take the wolf. And yeah, let's take both of those just because why not? I was gonna say it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't care about case. Does it? No, it doesn't care about case. Okay, I had to like squint for a second and be like, well, hold up. Bones. Alright, so that requires 2 fellows to have been dead already. We got an incoming rattler here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the stoat dies to the snake, so that's... Yeah, Blood Artist... Blood Artist is a very popular magic card. I forgot to mention that, because... some reason. Items seem to actually be pretty frequent, so I'm going to Squirrel Bottle here. And I'm going to play the wolf. Just so that way I can have the counterbalance ready. Okay, so they only last for the length of the game. Okay. So we'll play the opossum. And off we go. In fact, if I pull up the entire achievement list, I probably could name all of them reasonably. Alright. Play the stout over here. Just to try to get as many more extra teeth out of the guy as possible. Because, hey, it's free real estate or something. Oh. Inside the safe. I was just looking. I mean, obviously, there's very specifically one of those that's used for that, so... I'm not really that concerned about spoilers. That does not, you know... No, sorry, I meant to right-click that. Oh, oops. Well... We'll find out how that goes in a second. Okay, so what's our hog do? Break to immediately gain 4 bones. Now hold on a second. That's what I get for clicking on the prompts. Well. Huh? How much are we allowed to... Oh, so that does... Yeah, okay, so there was a bandage, or... Well, thing that kind of looked like a bandage over that before. 273. Well, I saw that safe earlier. I think it had those as the digits. And by that, I mean... It had single digit... What? I'm only allowed to get up between the map. Okay, so... I'll worry about that later. We got a porcupine, we got a coyote. Counterbalance here a little bit. What's our... Yeah, the frog is a 1-2. We would want to get rid of that porcupine as soon as possible, basically. Just because that return damage is not great. Play that. Right, yes, I did see that. So, we were getting there, don't worry. I was thinking about the other stuff, too. This is going to take me a bit to not just talk out my basic moves, too, so... Oh, yeah, our cockroach that costs a very large amount of bones, really, for something that cheap, just because it comes back. Yes, yes, I remember how bad Sinister Serpent was. Good enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is a bit of a risk, but I'm curious anyway. Oh, that goes the the other direction from what I was thinking. 2, 7, 3. I'm sorry, I was squinting down at the achievement names, so that's... Can I back up with the key? I do have the key. I mean, clearly it has to go in here, right? Because that's not the door. Yeah. And I'm trying to place, if I remember, what innocuous insect is as a card. So we're going to pause for a second and Alt tab away while I double check. I'm sure it is, but I'm curious. Ooh, I see. It's one of the playtest cards. Oh, that's a very deep cut then. That's wow. You guys are big nerds. All right. So what's this do? Let's take a look at how this operates here. Obviously, this is not going to give a huge buff. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm a little bit flummoxed. It's not going to give us a huge amount of instructions. So let's see if this shows. See what we can glean from this. 3 out of 5. Okay, so it's literally just about on that side of things. Neat. Cool. We got another card. Alright, so this is set things up so that way I... Alright, so what happens? That can't be moved. So... there we go. Oh, no, there's even more puzzles here. Okay. Alright, so what's the number? Yeah, the number already starts at 0. Pushing that up produces 2, 4. Is that 5? No. Okay, so this was our best result so far. That's better. Caged wolf. I'll have to read some more of these in a little bit more depth at some point. Alright, so... can I pull that back? No. That's 1.3. That's... Is it? No. That should be... It's not. It's at least something. Touchy. That can't be backed up any, so that's unfortunate. This just isn't... Yeah. The lizard is just completely immobile. Huh. Am I missing a combination that I'm not using here? Dropping the porcupine down prevents the skink from dropping its tail. Wait a sec, that's the wrong one. Wrong. Which... So, we go back to this. Yeah, a part of this also is that I'm not familiar with all the symbols yet. So there's that going too. So that's 2, which... And also these 2 are just completely immobile. I'll probably come back to it in a bit. So the candles can not be relit. Anything going on over here? No, but I can make a noise with it. I'm half waiting for him to just be like, stop that! It's really annoying! Because I bet it would be if it's that audible. Anything going on here? Yeah, we've seen that. Hammer and a thing that I'm not completely sure of because it's so dark. Match the card setup in the painting. Well, hopefully I'll remember it. Because the point that I was at, I was just like, oh, is that some sort of collection indicator or something? It's quite early. Anyway, well, there's our shadow. Well, there's an otter. And by our shadow, I mean our dead self. I'm curious to know what we get out of our face there when we gain a level. Now I'll go and pick up a rat. Oh, sir, I thought the problem was that I'm over encumbered. Yeah, I don't think they won't let me choose the art. Ah. Ooh, Ant Queen, what do you got for me? Card bearing the sigil is played. An ant is created in your hand. Value represented with the sigil will be equal to the number of ants that the owner has on their side of the table. Ooh. Oh, does the stink bug look different? I'm sorry, I just want to look at it. Yeah, so we'll play that. We got a porcupine and a coyote coming in. I mean, we can let the stoat take a little bit of damage. It's fine, probably. I'm probably about to find out it's not fine. Yeah. Well. How big is the Ant Queen's back end here? 3. Good enough. And losses and stuff. Alright, so... Oh, the ant costs. Alright, well... Oh, the stink bug said something, but I couldn't see what it was. Oh. I'm sorry, buddy, but... That... Ah, Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's... slightly bothersome. But I like the ants mechanic, so... Yep. Any explanation for... Yes, I realize that I can do that, champ, but... a feeling that that's a bad idea. I mean, is it really just that simple of like... it can't possibly be that simple. Well... let's sit there for now. Yeah, no, I was thinking that it was like other than that, because yeah, so I mean, honestly, we can just set the caged wolf there and have it soak damage. Ultimately, that may not have been the play. I could probably have gotten a little more out of that, but well, sometimes we screw things up a couple times and then figure it out eventually. Ooh, oh, you are an expensive motherfucker, aren't you? But 8 bones, I mean, we can play around 8 bones as a cost. I mean, that's doable. So let's take the turkey vulture. And get ourselves some rats. Alright, time to fight. What do we got here? We've got... oh, there's our vulture. I'll just pass for the first turn. Yeah, and let the wolf cub get pushed forward. Draw from the deck. Oh yeah, there's our lizard. Card bearing the sigil will be struck. A tail is created in its place, and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. Okay. Well, first things first. Either of those is fine. Let's drop the boulder and go for this. Grab that, get our this going. Oh hey, the rocks are worth bones too. That's unexpected. Draw a card. It's a roach. Sack the bullfrog and go for that. And just keep chipping, I guess. I mean, that would reduce the annoyance, wouldn't it? But I'm afraid not, sir. I'm going for the significantly ruder method of this. 6. Actually, yeah, I'm feeling like that vulture is very hard to pull off. Oh well. You know, it's a matter of experience. Well, I don't have a whole lot of money here, sir, so I can only take that. click on the decks to throw those in. All right. Take the items. Yeah, let's take the hog, because I'm probably gonna need the bones. Pack mule. And the coyote going again, and yeah. What's your deal with the smoke? Bone King, nice. Card bearing the sigil dies. 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. Excellent. Do that. And squirrel. And sack. Play that wolf. Take our rebalance here. Rebalance. It's not quite true, but all right. Is it worth doing that yet? I mean, yeah, I'll spend the worker ant. I mean, he's gonna turn all of our stuff into gold nuggets when he enters his second phase. So it's a little disappointing, but I'll live, I think. What do you got for us? Got some squirrels. Got some other stuff. Sorry. Back over there. And yeah, let's just give him the what for. Alright, clears things out. I probably should have left I should have left a squirrel there. Alright, so what's our hand look like? Yeah, we're good on stuff for the moment. Play that. And play the porcupine. Is he bringing in bloodhound? Yeah. Place opposite space. Right. Okay. Doing that. Alright. Card. This is a rabbit pelt. Play the possum and do that. I mean, it's probably a bit of a waste of that thing, but that's okay. We'll make this work somehow. Mostly through that. All right, we got 2 squirrels. I think the ant requires another tribute. So we do this. Yeah, you're having a bit of an issue there, aren't you, Chief? Ant Queen goes over there and gets us a worker ant. And clear the area. I'm liking my chances. Are we limited on how many squirrels we can have? Probably. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was trying to look at how many were there. Listen, man, yeah. Alright. Got it. Alright, so what's our rare options here? We got a Gek again. Oh, we have got some pack rats already. Those aren't necessarily bad. Long elk. I don't have anything to say about that. That's spectacular. Also, yeah, the mushroom showed up under our pack rat here. We got a lot of stuff that already costs bones, so I'll do that instead. And we have still got a piggy bank we can spend some bones on, as needs be. Alright, so here we are in the old dank place here. That's one of your trials, huh? We'll choose a trial. Redrawn cards must cost at least 4 blood to pass. Cost at least 5 bones to pass. Or have at least 4 attack power. So, we have a fair chunk of, like... I mean... I'm feeling safe with the 4 power. Yeah, I mean, there we go. That works. What have you got for us? We got an alpha wolf, costs 4 bones. Dives, yeah. Dive leader. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. Oh, that's pretty good. We got a cat with death touch. That's useless to us. And a turtle. I mean, the turtle is sustained damage because of its durability, but it's not going to be able to just chip things right in front of it. Again, this wolf is real good. The alpha. Let's take that. And let's go to the campfire. +2 health. What do you got for me? I mean, this thing dives, so, like, we don't need to worry about it. I was really hoping for damage, but oh well. I'm putting the Ant Queen there because I would like to get that boost. And have it live longer. Yeah. Alright. What are we faced with here? You've got a bullfrog. A squirrel. Start getting some bones. And start tipping the scales, too. Pick that up. Oh, we can only do that once. That's a shame, but about what I expected, really. Hack rat. It's gonna be a bit of an issue. The rabbit pelt would protect us, but I wouldn't be able to actually spend it for anything, so that's a problem. Gotta play the squirrel for safety. And let's crack that thing open now, so that way I can have that at the ready. Oh, did that do so much? Wait a second. That doesn't make... That didn't add up right. Let's take a look at what this is, because that's a slightly different symbol. Decide the cost that you wish to pay. Alright, so... It's bone cost, 3 blood or 2 blood. And it was basically exactly what I was, well, not necessarily a card like that, but in general, that mechanic, yeah. Alright, so what do we got here? Let's go for that. And hope for something a little bit better for this next duel. Alright, we got... Oh, there's a stump on their side. The bullfrog. Yeah. No, I thought for a sec we had 2 squirrels. Not this turn. Alright. Tribute the squirrel for the worker ant. And go. Take 2 damage, but it's fine. This is about to become a whole lot less fine pretty soon, but we'll hash this out sooner or later, I think. Yeah, it's a pack rat. Sack. That's... And what do we get? Frozen opossum. Find is... It's 0 power, 5 health, frozen away. Does that have no blood cost, or is that just because I don't get to see it until I actually crack it open? Let's have a look. Okay, no, it's no blood cost, but I think that implies that I can't actually use it for that purpose either. This is what you know what I'm trying to say, that I can't sacrifice it. That will correct the balance, and we've got a beehive there. Dang. Well, we've got you. Unfortunately, I'm a little lacking in bones at the moment. We passed the miner on the first run here, but we died afterwards, and I feel like it was just bad draws, to be honest with you. But we still got 1 shot left. We're in the middle of the second area. Yeah, unavoidable. Right, so, hold up. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it's anytime it goes into your hand. But right now we've got a reasonable amount of things going okay here for us. About that. Now there's our vulture again. And just throw out the squirrel. Use that to collect bones from. Basically. Yeah, that's... Alright, what do we got? Turtle, mantis... Someone else, huh? Let's take your card, Casey, and move on to the campfire. It's our third time at the fire. Here, buff the bullfrog. Not sure what this is offhand, so we may as well find it. Oh, right, so you've got your raven totem, so everybody is getting reach, huh? Or, no, it's just your birds are getting that, which doesn't sound the most valuable for you there, buddy. But what the hell do I know? This do have a lot of damage coming our way, which is rather unfortunate. I may have to ply her up here in order to... Yeah, alright. Raw first. Scroll down too far. Oops. Alright. Oh, geez, that's a little... I'm curious if using them multiple times can, like, cause you issues. Squirrel can go there, and... 1, 2, 3 damage next turn. This is close I can get to staying in here, because I'm in a really not great position with things here. Yeah, I didn't think that would work, but I misread the thing. Oh well. The HUD. Rat. Power and health. Oh, we got that upgraded Ant Queen. I mean, maybe this will continue to be a a strategy. Take that, I guess. So we just do the same few times here, and maybe the image is going to change. That's what I'm wondering next. We'll find out if we ever draw our card. So it's looking a little different. More square. Side on a tribe. Alright, so we got our wolves, our deer. I don't think that's just deer. That's something a little different. And reptiles. Am I allowed to view what cards are in my deck? There's not very many. Well, I mean, yeah, the bullfrog's not a reptile. But it's not just aquatic, right? That doesn't quite fit with it. Okay, no, it's reptile. What do you got for us, friend? So there's our flight, sprinter, loose tail. We'll take that. Right. And everything is going to go to the right after it makes a move. Okay. So we got a tree that will defend us from flyers. And this board state is going to be locked after this, so that's fine. Squirrel, I don't want to spend that on the bullfrog right away. I think I'll just die. Flare squirrel. Instead, we're getting the adder out there. And we'll play the stink bug. Ah, right, they turn in a case like that. Okay, so that's fine though. This is a perfectly fine setup. Squirrel. Sack that for the bullfrog, and this should be a board position that we can work with for this point. Pick up that caged wolf anyway, just because, really. Yeah, I did say that the stoat was looking a little bit squared off. A little bit boxy. Not quite squished, at least. I'll give that. Right, so we got... Yeah. we don't have a reptile as our option here, but birds at least give us something that can fly, which will be nice. Carver again? Yep. Take the reptile for that. Nice. See, we're slowly adding more things to the game here. Although again, frog is not a reptile, so minor unforced error there, but whatever. I'm being a pain in the butt about it. Excuse me. So we'll do this. We'll play the Raven Egg. Because there is a downside to our flying, which is that we can't take out enemies on the lower level there. I suppose it would be regarded as a lower level. No, the wolf cub just does its thing. Yeah, and it's 4. That's quite a lot. Now, let's use this to take the win. While we have the chance. Trapper, we don't have a whole lot of money for that, so we are going to go over to... Interesting. Well, C is usually weighted to be the correct... No, this is a joke about standardized tests. Let's go for the middle. Cool. So it's got Worthy Sacrifice, Corpse Eater for creature. You own perishes by combat. A card bearing the sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. Ooh. Well, how about that? That's pretty nice, actually. That's a pretty big deal, I'm feeling like. What have you got for us? We've got... This count as bugs? And we'll take the bug head anyway. I see. Give us our options, right? I somehow double-clicked. I guess I held the thing a little too long. Oops. So now all our fellows deer are going to be flying here. Worthy Sacrifice. Yeah. So what do we have going on here? Got a mole. Space was struck. Card bearing the sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Oh, that's irritating. Now this thing has a lot going on here. Ooh. I'm clicking that on the wrong side. Oops. Yeah, we take 2 and moves over. Play the squirrel. This. Raven takes damage. Oh, did I take 2 damage from the... Right, because the squirrel didn't get killed. Alright. Sack both of these. Play the adder. And yeah, the part where flying doesn't block flying is going to throw me off every single time. In case that part hasn't made itself abundantly clear yet. Because, oh boy. At the very least, I'm pretty sure I can shut that off, so... If I could just remember once in a while. Alright, so what are we doing with our sacrifice here? We got a lot that we can spend. So what can we fit on this? I mean, we can do something to at least like let us see some more stuff by throwing the raven egg there, but yeah, I would just want to check out what happens here. By letting us upgrade this guy. I mean, honestly, we're early enough in this that I just like the idea of just seeing more stuff, yeah. Alright, so we got smoke. Pack mule, coyote. You know how this bit goes. Get some extra bones from that. So what did you gain? You just gained +1, +2. That's not a lot. But I did get a name upgrade to Elder Stoat, so that's something. Vaguely interesting. Disable? No, I can't. It's a pity. I have to do that outside of a game, I guess. Fair enough. Elder Stoats Oblivion, yeah. Alright, well... Doesn't delay that at all. Shame. Well. Squirrel. Yeah. Phase 1 defeated, but we were not able to remove the pack mule. Because we went too fast. And it seems like about what I deserve, really, but... Leave the caged wolf there. And just sit for a second while we work on trying to get anything to actually show up here. I don't think I have much left in my deck anyway, but... Right. It's a really strange way to screw up, I'll say that. Oh, so that does unleash the wolf from the cage. Alright. Yeah, that one was definitely an MTG card. I probably should... Yeah, I forgot to play the squirrel. I'm maybe autopiloting a little bit here. But, again, part of it is, hey, we realized that we didn't necessarily get as much out of that totem as we were hoping to. Because I'm going to end up every time, I keep saying this, like some of the reflex issues for certain things. Oh, you're giving me like only that for an option. That's a shame. I don't remember exactly, but I do know the name. So I can look it up for fun. X and 2 greens. Search your library for up to X creature cards with different names that each have mana value X. Reveal them. Put them in your hand and shuffle. Okay. So it searches up a bunch of creatures that are all the same cost. Blood Artist. I didn't explain Blood Artist. Blood Artist is a creature that whenever a creature you control dies, you steal 1 life from one opponent. Which, yeah, that part is kind of critical because there was a later version of it that actually hits all opponents but only gives you 1 life because reasons. Blood Artist was a very popular card for a lot of decks that just, like, sacrifice creatures, basically kind of in a bit of a loop. Uncage the Menagerie doesn't seem to be played in much of anything. The previous one, Innocuous Insect, was just a playtest card. As I said before, like, it was something that isn't really... Oh yeah, our Stoat definitely looks different. I'm not sure how to describe that offhand, but different for sure. Alright, so what do we get to pick out of this? Alpha. That's quite good. So we feel so far, but I feel like maybe having the bird. I mean, I can check the cabin in a second. The possum is just, like, good to play because it... You know, we're gonna keep spending creatures and getting bones anyway. But no, I'll take the raven. Alright, so let's have a look around and see what else is... Oh, buddy, you've got something, like... That's the figurine, isn't it? Alright, so can I do anything with this clock? Or is it just kind of stuck here awkwardly? Alright, so this is changed. So I guess that's a target for, like, every run. Do you have anything to say, door? You make the same noise. Oh, same noise every time, rather. The candle has changed. There's a wolf statue here. A skull with a couple of teeth that we can yoink. We can rotate this globe. This, I guess, gives us a better look at our... Well, I guess it could be a world map. It could just be a creepy bit of background, right? Yeah, let's pick up the wolf. Or this dagger. We can't do anything with that, but we can put the wolf down there. Oh, and that does let us take the dagger. Yeah, you can't give me any explanation about it except for having it being a dagger. Alright, so the candle is out. Yeah, there's still the one puzzle there remaining. And none of this does anything anymore. Alright, so I'm still not sure yet what to do with any of this. There is quite a lot going on here that we can't do anything with yet. Now, hold up, actually, is the thing say... It just says an ant, period. Series cards is destroyed and you draw a held card. Card bearing the sigil is played. A rabbit is... Oh no, that's what we skipped over. Boulder in a bottle, squirrel in a bottle, and special dagger to the user. You'll place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. That sounds gross. Scissors. Cards is destroyed. User... All cards on the board will move one space clockwise. bones. Card. That's handy. Hourglass. Your opponent skip a turn. So there's our time walk. Happens. Bottle of goo has no use. Oh, that's bullshit. That's not true at all. I know that that's not the case. Just seeing it there, that's definitely that's there to screw with you and be like, yeah, actually, you should use this repeatedly. One of my cards, take it as your own. Space on your side. Receive it. It's all of their sigils. That's neat. Start each battle with 1 extra bone. Start a battle with 8 bones. Wow. So yeah, boons look like a thing we haven't gotten to yet. It's in all their spaces. That varies in how useful that sounds, that's for sure. Start a battle with a black goat on the board. From your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. That sounds pretty ridiculous. Twice at the beginning of your next turn. Sacrifice is made during your turn. That, ooh. And something's happened with the card counter one. Those are surely, like, not unlocked yet. Oh, wait, they're variable stats. I see. I think we've seen most of those. We'll come back to more of it later. Necessary. Well, the stank seems like it would be useful, so that'll do. Because that is something that's probably just like always usually beneficial. Yeah, a sparrow, a skunk. Right, because that's... Yeah. Power. Oh, hi, ant. Let's just pass the next turn. Take the 1 damage. Grab our squirrel. That's... Play the Raven. We probably could have, like, just gone straight for it. Straight for the Raven turn 1 if we wanted to, but... This will balance that out a little bit. Oh, that is a very different stink bug. So yeah, I guess those ones just have varying art in a way that the others don't seem to yet. At the skink, we've had one of those before. A coyote, cockroach. Let me get that lizard. I mean, yeah, buffing the Raven feels like something that we can get away with. Until we can't. Let's go for this. This is looking like a bit more of the safer path. What are you playing? Wolf Cub. Always to the right. Okay. So, not worth putting that in the side. But also... No, that's fine. Never mind. We'll hash this out in a sec. Sack that guy, play the bullfrog. And go. Slowly taking a couple more every turn, but it's fine. It will balance itself out soon enough. It's fine. It's fine. I swear. And go. And draw from the deck. Spend bones. Just to get a little extra cash. Alright, you got anything good for us, Boulder Man? Yeah, I'll take it. It's not as good as the other one, but that's fine. I mean, it'll show itself up eventually. Right, see, we calculated this so we would get the rat. There's a wolf cub. Oh, that thing is going to have to evolve, basically. There's no preventing that. Meanwhile, the skink can sit over there as long as it's not all the way on the right. Card. Alright, now. And thank you, Corpse Maggots. You are doing some mostly good work here. As I look over and go, what am I doing in this situation? Guess I'll play the squirrel for now. Take the bottle of squirrel and do this for now. Put the stoat. Put that. That one's trying to run away. That. Use the board presence and... Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, we pretty much have this one. See, on the other hand, I do kind of feel like the fact that they don't just have like numbers somewhere is kind of like, maybe that's a thing in the options that I missed. It's like, oh, it's atmospheric, but I would rather like not have to be like, oh, am I counting these wrong? Because I do sometimes. Anyway, bird. That's a bird. Right, what do we got for a head? What do we got for cards? We've got... we've... Literally the only one of the... We could take the beehive body, actually. I think I want that. If we can carry this forward a little bit, that could be very funny, I think. Oh, this guy's got quite a story now, huh? Alright, squirrel, raven, raven, bullfrog. I'm thinking we pass here and we let things get started for us. Because on the other hand, this is a place where we want to not have as many flyers, at least not at the very start. Right, let's get our pile of bones. And grab our flight fan. Oh yeah. And sit here collecting bones. This is the worst strategy anybody's ever seen. Can I view the scale, like, entirely, please? That's... no, it looks like. It's alright, we're balanced, really. It should have been quite obvious, but... well, never been one for the obvious solution here. Right, just move that thing. Take another couple of damage here. Admittedly, we are gambling a little bit hard. I'm trying to, buddy. That'll do. This is literally what you said to do, but I digress. I like that the dialogue changes for the bosses, like, every time. Right, so what's our hand look like? We got use no squirrel. Set that there. Again, just have that as our thing to get gassed up a little bit here. As we prep for the second phase. Because he's going to gold all of our stuff. And to be quite honest with you, that's perfectly fine. How many bones do we have? A lot. So, go back over to the squirrel pile. Pass. Squirrel, squirrel. Right. elk. And now with our gigantic pile of bones, we can do this. And that will put a nice large dent in the board here. Okay, clear out a gold nugget. That's fine. Draw our last squirrel. Yeah, we'll spend some more bones on the stink bug. And just to be rude about it, use our flight fan and get ourselves a nice pile of earnings there. Just in case it comes up. Alright, what do we got? We've got this thing again. The geck. And we've got the long elk. So we'll take a look at our set here. What do we got? I mean, the geck is just free money, so, and by free money I mean free damage. Damage, money, same basic idea. Alright, and he throws us into the marsh. And we've got an item supplier there. I think I like that as a better choice than the sacrifice. Even though it means it will take a I mean, select costs. Ag. Yeah, let's go for the items. Black goat, pliers. Well, sir, I really want to know what's up with the thing that you don't want to let me use. But I'll take the goat in a bottle instead and move forward. Alright, so all your bugs have reach. So what are we looking at? Ringworm, worker ants. Do you have anything else going on except for this thing being a 0-1 with a... Yeah, that's a thing that I know a little bit about. Not a ton, but a little bit. Grab this. Now our board position is looking a little bit less than ideal. And by that, I mean, it wasn't really going to be good in the first place, but still. Draw Raven. Was really hoping for something else, but no, we got massively overkilled. That wasn't great. But to be fair, a little bit of luck is involved with these things, so. Everyone costs 6 bones. Worker ant. We haven't had more ants to build in a while, so. We'll pick the rattler. Bone farming does seem to be reasonably, like, doable. Don't know what that mushroom is. I'll go pick up a rat. Those rats are pretty good, so. I mean, plus it can replace the goat if I just do it that way. I lose a little bit on that, but only a little. And squirrel. That. This should let us mess with that equilibrium a little bit. Unfortunately, only a little bit. That. Wolf. And go for damage. As usual, it's getting a little bit tight. That's... Oh no, my tree. That's... We draw a B. Yay. Good thing the bee costs nothing, so. And we got our very strong raven here. Can remove one of his bees and deal enough damage to start upsetting the balance a little bit. I leave this set up just like that. Should be good. Yeah, we're getting a little close there. Pick this up. Let's see what how the dagger does things. Ooh, jeez. That was not exactly what I was expecting. So does this do anything with our visibility here? I'm sure that it will like apply some sort of filter, but because like surely they won't just let us get out of jail free. That's not a... So, I guess whichever one of these looks the most screwed up to us could have the most interesting results. Let's see what Ancestral Vision. Fill your empty socket with something. Find salvation in Cuckoo Clock. All right then. Cool. Ancestral Vision is, if I recall correctly, Ancestral Vision is the magic card, which is you suspend it for 3 turns for 1 mana, and then when it comes out of suspend, it draws you 3 cards. Let me double check. Ancestral Vision. Yes, okay, so I was thinking of the right one. Ancestral Vision is a suspend-based copy of Ancestral Recall, which is one of the most infamous cards in Magic history, for drawing 3 cards for 1 mana. It's kind of considered to be one of the most overpowered cards ever put into a card game, period. Also, this is cool as hell looking at it. Gotta be honest here. I love the way this looks. I'm just taking a brief break here. Yeah, I keep that. So... yeah, see, since it is the idea of just, like... okay. Pull back? No, I can't pull that back. Damn it! Well, so much for any easy solution, I guess. Oh, there we go. Wait a sec, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Okay, no. So, we deal the damage. Damage doesn't all happen at the same time. So, 1 damage, we die, so we don't push that thing. Okay. No. That makes sense now. Never mind. Right. The thing I have to remember, damage doesn't happen all at the same time. It happens left to right order, one after the other. Alright. Alright. Raven Egg, Rattler. Do like those Raven Eggs. They seem to do good work. On the other hand, they are also, like, excellent sacrifice fodder, too, so... Alright, now, hold up. Go back here. Yeah, throw that in to attach the upgrade ability to the Gek. Now, on the off chance that we ever drop this damn... draw, pardon me, did I say drop? I mean, technically that's kind of true, but on the off chance that we ever draw this damn thing, that might be quite good. And there it is! Hey! Wow, we'll get to... we'll get to test this out immediately and hopefully not prove to be disappointed. Yep. Just gets a +1/+2, which is still perfectly fine. Play the squirrel. I don't think we should sacrifice that yet, although the temptation is there. We got 1 bone. There's skink. And this. So that's about to become relevant. So this Yeah, because that River Otter is going to move down. The Stoat's going to die. My Elder Gek died too. That's a shame. That thing was quite good. And play the Rattler. 6 bones. That's right. You, sir, have money to give me. Cockroach. Pronghorn. This one looks a little rough to use properly, but could be quite strong, so I'm going to take it. Then we move up to here. Man, I'd love the upgrade one, but do we even have that many birds? I mean, we got 3, so that would be a fair source of upgrades, but yeah. Has that answer something? That's not, no. Pack rats, certainly. I can't match that head offhand, so I'll do that. And there's our totem. Alright, so what all have you got prepared for me here, game? Alright, let's just take the goat right off. Because we don't have anything bigger in our deck other than the wolf and the raven and stuff are our highest drops. So let's just go for whatever we can. Ah, right. Yeah, he's gonna do this. Shit. Oh, nice. You got kind of sidetracked there. That's pretty good. What are you doing here? Bait bucket. Okay, this seems like a mechanic that I've yet to have a full explanation on yet, so that's about to be interesting. Like, surely it's not just they take... Yeah, they summon sharks. Well, I mean, quite frankly, sir, I can just leave those sit there for however many years I need to. Because the Raven will ignore it. And that's a little bit less terrifying of a prospect than I would expect. Oh hey, we get a re-res. Grizzled Angler was the name of the achievement there. Grizzled Angler, I forget its exact stats. It's a 2-face card from the Eldritch Moon set, where it starts out as a fairly basic blue creature, landlocked, that transforms permanently at a fairly hefty mana cost, if I recall correctly, like 7 or something, into a rather large creature that is type Eldrazi fish. For those of you who are not magic inclined, Eldrazi are like very sort of like eldritch horror kind of things. You know, like whatever stock sort of Cthulhu creature type of thing. So basically it's like, what if we condense Shadow over Innsmouth into one unplayable card? Which, with my opinions about H.P. Lovecraft, that's not exactly me being like, oh yeah, that's real great. I want to take this strange larva. That sounds like an interesting thing indeed. Oh, we made it on to map number 3, I suppose. The snow line. All right. Pick up it. Moose. Why not? Just for something a little different. All right, pack rat. What do you got here? Got a frozen possum. You've got a massive bone bank. By massive, I mean not really that massive. I'll take the frozen possum. And we'll take the one shot there. Go this way. We got enough money that we can go visit the trapper, I think. Alright. You got a mole and a moose. Alright. Play a squirrel. I'm curious to see what this strange larva turns into. Strange pupa. Oh boy, that's not an ideal place for that to be. Good thing I've got to wait to use the scissors until after I draw. Oops. Play that and get that shit out of here. That doesn't really make me very happy to see that thing. Are you kidding me? Mothman. Oh shit. That's nice. I'm happy with my decision now for sure. Oh yeah, that's right. The bone bank. Let's use it. We will put that to use in just a second. Oh, never mind. We don't have to. Right, because Mothman just overwhelmed. That was a total waste of a bone bank. But we got a fair amount of cash we can throw into the old buddy here. Pick up a bunch of those. I say, can I locate the trader? And the answer is no. Alright, fungus. Self-fucking pungent mushrooms. Yeah, I see. Experiment. Need 2 of the same creature. So that's gonna become a little bit. Well, let's try chucking the pack rats in here and see what happens. Oh God. Oh. Well, that's very interesting. Probably. The mole man. Yeah. that. I have a feeling this is going to get a little rough. Oh, no, he went the other way. Okay, then. Alright. Squirrel. Play the squirrel there. Alright. Ship the moose, and... yeah. Tail. Well, if I just go over the boulder... well, I mean, that's not going to necessarily be the most ideal path here, but the moose is stuck, and we've got a flyer. This is one. Like, oh no, we're gonna be throwing a bunch of squirrels in front of this thing. As long as we don't somehow run out for the area in here, assuming it's by area, it might just be by game. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so I can do this. Turn the small... yeah, alright. Cool. Nice. We got the film roll. And we got the stunted wolf. Alright, so... let's go over here. We go visit the carver, I guess. Be quite useful. Ooh, yeah. So that shark is a bit of a nuke. That's quite good. Alright, I see what the mushroom is for now. That lets us know that it's a viable target to combine with something else. That's cool. Yeah, give me the pack rat effect. I think that'll be quite handy, because we love our birds here. Yeah, there's a little bit going on here. Sure do. This guy is busting out the turkey vulture already. Jeez, that's a little bit rough. But being that it flies, we at the very least can be a little disruptive here with just continuing to chip it. Stoat. How does the mole effect work again? Space will be struck. Okay, yeah, so it moves over. Oh, yeah, that's actually, like, kind of smart on my part, for once. Because the mole will block for that thing, and we are a little bit in the danger zone here, but great equalizer. Well, an equalizer anyway. But I'm not sure if we're living through this, because, yeah, this thing is hitting us way too hard. Yep. So there's our first death we take. We kind of done goofed, but we didn't know all of what was coming, so. Trial of Wisdom. To have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. That's a little too much. Kin. Right. 6 health. 6 health seems doable. 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Let me get something powerful here, yeah. Alright, so we can just use that to wall something small, I guess. Let's take that. Take the frozen opossum and another frozen opossum. That's perfectly fine. Seems like a good way to stop a rushdown is with this particular set of stuff. Alright. What do you got going on here, champ? Got some robot frogs here. Perishes. You're posing, it perishes as well. Pelt is great. Let's use both of these like right off the hop, which is probably totally unnecessary. But I'm sure we'll be able to make this work somehow. Draw that, play that. Draw. Oh, jeez, you've got a lot going on here, champ. Not sure if I like that. Well, just sit around for a little bit. Yep, rip our corpse maggots, because unfortunately that had to happen. Tribute those, and play the wolf. Let's put a pretty big dent in the elk. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to really let us do what we want to here. Chip those. Draw. Play the Gek and force a skip turn, turn skip. No, don't play the squirrel yet. There we go. And yes. So we flip that. Fortunately, back there we have that Death Adder still hanging out. And go for it. Oh, jeez. Yep, so I have to lose that too. Well, unfortunately, these wolf pelts are not, like, actually worth any sort of blood token or anything, so that's kind of a pain. We can kill off the snake, and we can just die. That's alright. We were still doing pretty good, and this is about the time that I usually would end a stream. Oh, sorry for bonking the mic. Yep. Alright, use power and health. 3 costs nothing. And copy the sigils from Pack Rat. It seems like it would do pretty well. If we were able to. Put it to use, rather. That's pretty neat. But yeah, like I said, this is where we're gonna pack it up for now. Thank you everybody for watching as usual.